In Kenya's golden age of television comedy, a few names rose to legendary status. Among them was Alexander Josphat, the man who could walk into a courtroom sketch, say just one line, and send an entire living room into laughter. On screen, he was hilarious, quick-witted, and unforgettable, but behind the character was a man whose journey started far away from the stage lights. Alexander Josphat, whose real name is Peter Sankale, comes from Maasai community in Kajiado. Long before television, he lived a simple life like many Kenyans. In fact, he once worked in a bank. Those who knew him then say he was naturally funny, the kind of colleague who could turn a serious day into a cheerful one. It was this humor and a push from friends that led him towards the world of acting. His first steps into acting were not glamorous. He started out doing small performances, testing his talent on stage. Eventually, he caught the attention of producers at the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation (KBC). This was the turning point. Soon, he joined Vitimbi, a popular comedy show, before making his mark in Vioja Mahakamani, Kenya's longest-running courtroom comedy. It was here that Alexander Josphat found his place. His character, often portrayed with humorous Maasai accent, stood out immediately. He represented the everyday man, sometimes naive, sometimes stubborn, but always funny. Audiences connected with him because he was relatable and his style was different from everyone else in the cast. During the 1990s and 2000s, Vioja Mahakamani was more than just a TV show. It was part of Kenyan family culture. Every week, families gathered around television sets to watch the courtroom antics, and Alexander Josphat was right at the center of that laughter. His mastery of comedy wasn't only in the words he spoke, it was in the way he carried himself, his voice, his accent, his facial expressions, his timing. He had the ability to make people laugh even before finishing a sentence. Alongside other legends like Mzee Ojwang, Mama Kayai, and Lucy Wangui, Alexander became a household name. But like many actors of his generation, television fame did not always translate into wealth or stability. As time passed and new shows replaced the old, Alexander Josphat, like many of his colleagues, had to reinvent himself. He didn't disappear. Instead, he took his talent off the screen and into communities. He became a master of ceremonies, performing at weddings, funerals, and cultural events. He also made guest appearances in shows such as Daktari and Hulabalu Estate. His face was still familiar, his voice still loved, only the stage had changed. Currently, Alexander Josphat continues to perform at community events across Kenya. Recent clips and reports show him actively attending funerals, memorials, and public gatherings where he entertains crowds with the same humor people grew up with on TV. He works as an MC, bringing life to events, and occasionally makes media appearances when asked to reflect on his acting career. Though he no longer appears weekly on national television, he remains respected in Kenya's entertainment industry. For many fans, the name Alexander Josphat still brings memories of a time when comedy was simple, family-friendly, and truly Kenyan. The story of Alexander Josphat is one of resilience, from a bank teller to one of Kenya's most loved comedians. His journey shows how raw talent, well-nurtured, can shape a career and leave a legacy. Though the spotlight is not as bright as it once was, he continues to perform, continues to entertain, and continues to remind Kenyans of golden era of comedy. He is and always will be a legend of Vioja Mahakamani.